Hi, welcome to my space, welcome to my channel. I don't know why I've been super excited today. Like, I've been very hyper. I mean, we just returned from church, so I guess it's the excitement that comes with, worshiping God on a Sunday. So if you didn't go to church, I don't know why you. And I mean, if you're a Christian and you didn't go to church, I don't know why. Well, it's Sunday, so I just thought, you know what, I'm in high spirits. I'm so hyped for the week. Just record, because I think this whole recording, video editing and even uploading, I think it's just a mood thing, really. Because I mean, most times I'll be like, okay, let me record, but the mood is just, I mean, I'm not just let's say I'm not just in the mood. This particular topic, like you can see, it's cost of living. See, this has been very pressing. Like, this has been on my mind for the longest. Like, I need to do another video about cost of living. See, you know that one I shared, when that shared again, I think it was in September. Just scratch that for now, okay? This is the cost of living as at 2023. Yeah, I mean, things have really changed a lot. I really did not, I wouldn't say I didn't notice this all along, but I just felt there was really no difference, when following the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, like, things got really expensive, but I just felt it was, it wasn't a far cry. There was really no difference, But these days, it's we have been getting it hot. Let me just put it that way. I mean, it's been really expensive, like, cost of living in Malta, right? So I'll just be going through. I remember I uploaded this September as a September night. That previous one, I'll just paste somewhere. This was the one I shared September 9, 2022, and this is how many months later? October, almost 6 months after things have changed to a very large extent, especially in some areas, which I'll be talking about as well today. Okay, so stay right to the end to see what you should what is expected now for a family of 4. I'll just be going through like the different, expenses that one would expect, the different expenses that, one would incur every month, compulsory expenses. There are some that you can actually just do without, like, okay, I really do not have to buy this dress. I don't have to buy this, I don't have to go out to eat, but like, these are like compulsory expenses for us as a family of 4. So I'll just be looking at my previous list that I had uploaded before. So the first on this list is rent. Oh gosh, rent is crazy now. Like, I mentioned 750 for the 3-bedroom flat in the south around Smart City. Now, if you want to get a 3-bedroom in the south in Smart City, I'm sure you pay nothing less than 850 per month. I think even that particular apartment that we used to rent is actually maybe 800 or 850 now. I'm not sure. So compared to what I wrote in terms of 750, no. In fact, for you to even get an apartment, that kind of very lovely apartment for 750, it will only take the grace of God. That's what I would say, because I've had a lot of people come in recently and the rent prices are ridiculous. Like, sometimes it actually really pains me, especially when I see the properties are actually not in excellent condition, or it's not like it's modern, and yet landlords will still want to like charge high prices. Like, it's really, really sad. I mean, if you had to be paying like a high amount for a very, very lovely modern property, yeah, but not for something that is, I mean, like, I saw some posts recently. Someone was saying, oh, Malta landlords, they want to charge you 2023 prices for a 1980 property. And really, that's the truth. There's some properties that you'll be like, what? Why will I be paying so much for this, So, but then, I mean, like I said, where we used to live, 750, you might not really get that kind of property for 7. In fact, if I even check now, I would see that some of this similar property in Shira, Smart City area, is around even 1,000 euros now. If we check, actually, let me even check that, right? So as you can see, this property here is a 2-bedroom. I think it's a penthouse, sea view or not, I don't know, maybe that's why, but it's 1,000 euros. Imagine, compared to the 750, that I had mentioned that we used to pay. But that being said, like I've always said over and over again, the area where you live in is a determinant factor, to be honest. Like, you might be if you are living anywhere in the central area, like very central areas, you would not pay less than 1,000 euros now. I mean, now in recent times, you would not see a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom for less than 1,000 euros. Maybe you might see 900 if it's like during this period. But once it gets to like peak period from like May, June, July, August, it will definitely be higher. Okay, if you're looking in the far north or in the south, you'll be expecting to spend around 850 euros. Yes, 750 you might get, but it might not be something that you would really like. But let's just keep it at 750, 800 euros for a 2-bedroom flat, maybe even a 3-bedroom flat if you're lucky. But in central areas, nothing more less than 1,000 euros. Anything less than 1,000 euros is that the property is looking funny, or it's just, one is just blessed to have that kind of property for a lower price. So rent, I'll keep rent at an average of 850 euros. Just to keep it safe. Okay. Water and electricity. In fact, this particular item here, it has increased badly. Like, I think I even have the rent. I have the utility bill for the last 6 months. This is for what? This is for this year. Yeah, this was the one we got. Okay, no, I don't know if, okay, I would paste the screenshot. I would check the online. We used to get this every 2 months in our post box, in our mailbox, but I'll check online and just paste the screenshot here for it to be easier. But basically, utility bill here, I mentioned that it's an average of water and electricity, an average of 30 euros per month. It has increased badly. I don't know, maybe it's usage, maybe it's actually usage, because this particular bill that we got, so this bill is from October 20th to December 15th, so like almost 2 months. And the bill for electricity alone was 93.13 euros, and then for water was 32 euros. Total of 125 euros for the 2 months. So that's an average of like 60 euros. Yeah, maybe 62 euros per month for water and electricity, compared to the 30 euros I mentioned. And trust me, the 30 euros is actually still very realistic. Actually, I will even show you in the month of, the previous bill we got before this one. Yeah, we got the previous bill from August 18th to 19th of October, another 2 months. That was the bill before this one, where we paid 125 euros. That bill we paid, electricity was 24.20, and then water was 17.99. A total of 42 euros for 2 months. So that's about 21 euros per month. I really do not know what changed, and from what I can see, I do not think the per unit rate has increased. I can't see any difference in terms of, it's not like consumption. Okay, consumption was higher. So for water, for instance, we went from 96 to 112, and for electricity we went from 4471 to 5300. I'm not sure what exactly, although we use, so that's the thing, between the period of from August to October, we're really not consuming, we're not turning on the AC at all, because it wasn't cold, it wasn't hot, so we're not turning on the AC at all. Yeah, that's the only difference I can see. Is that why it was so low? Well, and that's the average we've been paying actually, previously. But this last, from October to December, when it started getting cold from like November, December. But I really do not even know, because it wasn't like super cold. We're not turning on the AC like 24/7, except maybe in the month of December. But basically, you can, from what you can see, the bill has jumped up so high. We need to check this, because there's a lot of construction going on in this building. A lot of people who are still like kind of finishing their flats, and also I hope they've not been tapping. It's happening from us. Anyway, I mean, that's so basically electricity and water has increased from 30 euros now to 60 euros, double the price. What? But I would not, maybe when the bill comes this month, then I would now be certain that yes, really, this has really increased because we have a lot of appliances turned on. Well, so I'll just leave it at maybe 50 euros. Yeah, 50 euros. So water and electricity has increased to 50 euros per month. Okay. And then internet, TV, mobile is still the same, no increase there. Groceries. I think for me, the impact we've gotten so far is majorly regarding groceries. Like when we go to the supermarket to shop, this has, let me not exaggerate by saying triple, this has doubled the price. Oh, the price has doubled. When we like go to like a nearby store, maybe to buy like fresh food like peppers and stuff, condiments like that. Like the other day we got pepper, like maybe like 2 kg, was it up to 2 kg, maybe 1 kg pepper, I mean chili pepper, and we got onions, another 1 kg. We got what else did we get? We got different kind of chili peppers, and I mean, but what we got, we got just vegetables, and we paid 15 euros. And I'm like, usually this thing is 1 euro per kg, I mean, I know that also another thing that one has to also understand is that during summer, for example, fresh food like tomatoes, pepper and all will be cheaper because it is in season, I believe, because I really do not understand why we had to pay 15 euros in that instance. Okay, however, when we go to the supermarket where we do our major monthly shopping, right, we've noticed that prices of almost everything has increased. Like what we would buy for maybe like a butter, for example. There's this butter I used to really like. Butter that used to cost around 3 euros is now 4.29 euros for one 250-gram size. So I mean, we didn't feel this at all initially, like all this 1 euro here, some cents here and there, until recently. I think the last shopping we did, I looked at the trolley and I'm like, what exactly is in here that I have to pay 150 euros for? I mean, I could not just be, I mean, it wasn't a lot of things because we had some things at home that, spilled over from the previous months. And now I'm seeing like almost spending almost 200 euros on a trolley that is not full at all. So, I mean, that was like a wake-up call to say, wow, things are now getting real, So, this video is also kind of to also talk about how you can walk your way around it and still be able to, I don't want to use the word manage, but still be able to live within your budget, right? What we do now is that we shop majorly at a particular supermarket that has almost all supermarkets, they actually have like loyalty. When you have a loyalty card, you get you earn points if you shop on certain days. So now what we do is that we shop on a particular day where we get extra points. I think if you shop on a day like Tuesday, you get 200 extra points. Okay, and aside the normal shopping points, like when you shop, so very important, it's very important that you get a loyalty card if you do not have one already from a supermarket of your choice. It doesn't have, I shop at Pavi because I consider their prices, lower, or at least within, not as exorbitant as some other shopping malls. Okay, so I shop at Pavi or Pama majorly. So basically what we decide to do is to shop majorly at Pama or Pavi, where so we earn more loyalty points. So we'd always shop on a Tuesday. In fact, this last Tuesday when I went to shop, I'm like, what happened? I mean, everyone was rowdy, so obviously a lot of people try to shop on that day so that they will earn 200 extra points. And so I'll tell you how the points work. So like recently there was a time they were doing like some sort of will I say promo or whatever, that if you get your points, if you are redeeming your points within a particular period, I think it was February, beginning of February, if you are redeeming your points within this period, you would earn 50 more points or something like that. I'll check for the poster somewhere. Yeah. So basically the usual redemption, like when you want to redeem your points, is 680 points for 5 euros, right? However, if you are during that period when they were doing this particular promo, it was 500 loyalty points for 5 years, if that makes sense. Okay, so by the time they calculated ours, we got 200. In fact, I think we got like almost 300 euros. I've used most of it, so we just have this left. So I mean, getting 300 euros that I could use for subsequent shopping, and it was, I mean, I was so excited. It made a lot of sense. Okay, so in the past like 2 months, like February, March, and yeah, we won't have to use our, what's it called, we won't have to pay, you know, we'll use our voucher to pay, right? So basically that's how we've been able to manage and to walk around in terms of shopping. We try to shop on a particular day, and we also do most of our shopping there in Parma or Pavi, so that we would earn extra points, because the higher you spend, the more points you get. Obviously shopping for what we need anyway, not we won't say because we need points we'll now shop for things that we do not need. Okay, so that's how we've been able to walk our way around groceries, I mean shopping. Okay, so for Nigerian food, we decided that we're going to stick to this budget of 180 euros. In fact, these days we've been spending around 150 euros for shopping at African store, right? And I would really like to use this opportunity to recommend our African store where we shop at. It's called A Square. These people have proven over the years to be so trustworthy. See, trust, like, and of course they're owned by Nigerians and all, they're so trustworthy. So A Square is located in Bujiba. I will drop the Google Map location on the description box. One is located in Bujiba, the other one is located in Massa. They are very lovely people. See, anytime we go there to shop, and I think because we spend like over 100 euros each time we go, we get like malt, I mean like cans of malt, like at least 4 cans of malt. Like the other day they gave us like almost 1 carton of plantain free of charge. I mean, it was overripe plantain anyway, but they just gave it to us. And of course, me, I'm a lover of very ripe plantain, so it was a good one, you know. So I mean, it's not about all of these freebies they give. African food, Nigerian food, A Square is your plug. Okay, thank me later. They have everything. They have snails, vegetables, frozen dough, chicken, plantain, and we buy in bulk. When you buy in bulk, it's usually cheaper. Okay, yam and stuff like that. They are the kind of people that if you buy yam, for example, and you cut it in the middle and it's bad, you can go back and they'll glad. See, they are very lovely people. Then fuel did not increase at all. Fuel is still, in fact, we do not even use up to 100 euros anymore. I think we fill our tank for, yeah, we still fill our tank twice a month, but we would not, in the next month, we don't like refill until like the 2nd week. So let's say in the space of 2 months, we fill our tank twice. So it's still within, and to fill our tank, we pay like 50 euros. Okay, so that did not increase at all. Price of fuel did not increase, you know, compared to other countries from what I've heard. Thank God. Car insurance is still the same. Public transport is, yeah, so public transport here, I mentioned 20 euros. And then, you know, I talked about the fact that public transportation will soon be free of charge. So it is now free of charge. So public transport no more. Actually, from what I've even calculated, are you sure it's still not at par in terms of the cost of yeah, it's actually the same thing. Sorry for the par. I mean, it's the same thing, because some things are no more, we don't pay for some things anymore, some things are higher and all, but I mean, we'll do the calculation together to see. Haircuts, yeah, it's still the same because they still go out to cut their hair and all. So basically these are the expenses. I'll just be calculating to see how much all of this now amount to. So we have rent 800. Okay, we said 850, right? 850. Water and electricity 50. TV still 32 euros. Internet, TV, mobile now increased for us because we had to like do some extra stuff, right? So this is now, I think, 55 euros. Yeah, we paid 55 euros. It's still 32 euros, like if we are just going for like Wi-Fi and maybe free calls within the same network. But because we now decided to add a lot of other features, for example, my PC, I moved it inside, so I needed to connect something, blah blah blah. Sorry, I really do not know this thing, but basically we pay 55 euros now for internet, TV, mobile, and groceries 400. And so because everything now balances out, I will still leave it at 400, because yes, prices have increased, but we've actually not been paying with our money. So okay, let me leave it at 450. Yeah, 450. Then we have Nigerian food, 150 euros actually, because that is what we try to spend every month. We ensure we do not exceed 150. Then fuel, still 100. Okay, and then we have car insurance, 31 per month on the average. Transport is free now. Then 18 euros for haircuts. So now, actually not bad though. Oh, why did I think it was going to be like 2,000 euros? Basically, this is what we pay for now. I mean, this is the budget we have now for a family of 4 living in the south or in the north, not in central areas. If you're going to live in central areas, add a minimum of 150 euros for rent. Okay, and if you're even living in like very modern apartments in the central area, add another 200 euros, because you will be paying around 1,200 euros for a very fancy place in the central areas. Okay, so if you are living in the central areas, either add 150 or 350, depending on how, I mean, you'll be paying about 1,000 or 1,200 depending on how it looks like, I mean how the apartment is. Okay, so I think this is about all that I would like to share at this point. See you later.